Hi, I'm Cameron Lavelle at yourparenthelp.com, and this week we are talking about the third reading comprehension strategy from Your Octopus's Guide to Reading Comprehension, connect. Our brains want to make connections. Your brain wants to connect to other things that you already know because it makes it easier for you to figure things out, learn things, remember things. So the more connections we can help our child make, the stronger their understanding of something will be. So when you read The Fish Swam in the Fishbowl, the example we keep going back to, you want to be asking your child, what does that make you think of? Where else have we seen fish? What does that make, something. Would you ever want a fish? Or do you remember when we used to have fish? Oh, Grandpa had a fish. Do you remember Grandpa had a fish? Whatever it is, you're constantly, you're trying to make those connections. Or what else could be in a bowl that would kind of be like a fish bowl? What does that make you think of, the fish bowl? So making those connections. You can also give an example. Oh, fish swam in the fish bowl. That kind of reminds me of Finding Nemo, remember? They had the big aquarium. It wasn't a fish bowl, but then they were in the bag. And I wonder what it would have been like if they had been in a bowl instead of the big aquarium. So you can make those connections and show those examples. Ask first, don't just tell. But if they're struggling, you can give examples. You also can give examples on just day-to-day life. So in the Octopus's Guide, I give the example of you just drove by Target and you're like, oh, that reminds me, I need toilet paper, or I need to get some party supplies or whatever. There's so many things you can get at Target, right? So, oh, I need this. Or it might make you think, oh, I always think about why they decided to name it Target. And it makes me think of the target that you would shoot a bow and arrow at. Why would they make that? And it reminds me of this and that, right? Like, what does it remind you of? What connections can you make that then sparks your child that they could be making connections all the time? So you're modeling those connection building while also then when you're reading something asking for those connections. What does it remind you of? I hope this was helpful. You can find, if you don't have the Octopus's Guide to Reading Comprehension, go to yourparenthelp.com/reading comprehension. You can get the Octopus's Guide to Reading Comprehension there. We just talked about number 3, so go back and look at the first couple of videos that talk about the first 2. And have a fabulous week. I'll see you next week.